My name is Marie Manuel, and I am the Membership and Partnerships Manager at the Nonprofit Association of Oregon. NAO is proud to have over 1,100 nonprofit members representing Oregon's robust nonprofit sector. Today, I'm thrilled to spotlight Impact Northwest, which is a nonprofit that serves communities in the Portland metro area and beyond. They are also a longtime NAO member. I'm joined today by Andy Nelson, who is the Executive Director at Impact Northwest. Thank you, Andy, for being here with me today.
Thank you, Marie. Great to be with you.
Well, Andy, let's get started. So tell me about Impact Northwest. What is your mission and who do you serve?
Impact's mission is to prevent homelessness. We do that in two main ways. We do that through a series of services that stabilize individuals and families. So think of rent assistance and help with even food and paying the bills if folks are in a financial crisis. The other side of what we do is we call it strengthen. It's more upstream. Looks like early childhood work. It looks like a pathways to manufacturing program we have for young people to really build skills, strengths, and opportunities. Working together, that's how we prevent homelessness.
As 2020 kind of winds down, we've seen and honestly continue to see the impact of a tough and challenging, past several months, not only to all of the nonprofits, but to the communities that we serve and that you talked about. So overall, how is Impact doing, and how have you changed ways that you've delivered programs and services?
Yeah, it's thanks for the question. Impact is stable. Well, fortunately, we're in a good place because people need us. As you know, as well as I do, hundreds of people, thousands of people have lost their job. We're staring down an eviction moratorium. Tens of thousands of people throughout the state have not had income, don't have any way to pay that rent, and all the residual impacts that has had as well. I am super proud of the Impact team. We're able to shift and innovate this year to continue to meet people's needs and keep everybody safe. So we've been able to move to almost entirely remote service, getting a hold of people, making sure that we're communicating with them. And again, our folks have been incredibly innovative. A lot of people are working from home, and they're working from homes that aren't really necessarily set up for work, and they figured it out. There's one thing about folks here is they are really driven to meet the needs of their clients and walk alongside them. So that's been really different. But despite all that, we've done an increased amount of activity this year, and I think that the community has looked to Impact Northwest and other organizations like us to really step in, and fill the need.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because, of course, like you said, with these challenges come opportunities. So when you look back, is there a success story or a milestone or achievement that you wanted to share?
Yeah, I'll give you one on the program side and one on sort of the business side. So on the program side, we run an after-school program at the Marysville School in Southeast Portland. And of course, schools closed in March, haven't been open since. Huge strain and stress on working parents. Even folks who are lucky enough to work from home, it's tough. So our team has completely transformed what they're doing. And our employees there who work there, led by the amazing Audrey Rizal, have literally been driving food to people, staying in incredible communication with them, and really galvanizing that entire community so that the whole Marysville community is now working together to kind of in this mutual aid model to meet each other's needs. And that was really sparked by some Impact folks, which is, to me, a great example of what's been happening. Earlier this year, we launched, before COVID, before we knew what was going to happen, we launched a $1 million campaign to prevent homelessness, to build a $1 million fund, because you knew even before COVID, people needed it. This is an unaffordable region, and too many folks were losing their housing, not enough affordable places to live. We want to raise funds so that we could go in and stabilize people before they became homeless or just lost their apartment. I'm happy to say we're 90% of the way there. It's been amazing. We quietly all year, individuals, families, partners have been stepping forward to fund this, and we're over $900,000 with the goal of hitting that $1 million mark by the end of December, which is perfect timing because that's when people are really, really going to need impact and organizations like us to help them to really avoid that loss of housing.
That's amazing. So close to the goal too.
Yeah.
So speaking of that and your current needs, what are other current needs that your organization has? And furthermore, how can people, so funders, donors, but also volunteers and other people in the community, how can they support you best?
Yeah, well, of course, every nonprofit loves cash donations. In addition to that, I referenced the Mary School before. We have sites and we have leaders in our organization that are in touch with people who need things like bath towels or children's supplies. Some of our older folks could probably appreciate some gift cards. So there's folks have real needs, tangible things. They have lost income. There's great ways you can directly support someone, one of your neighbors, one of your vulnerable neighbors through Impact Northwest.
And what's the best way that people can kind of directly do that? Do they just go to the Impact website or?
ImpactNW.org. That's the best way to get a hold of us, and you can find a way to make a difference there. Get a hold of us, talk about an idea you have.
Amazing. Well, Andy, is there anything else that you would like to share?
Oh, just that we're really happy to be part of NAO and this community of nonprofits. It's really rallying together I think everyone's doing what they can. The reality is the public sector isn't equipped to solve this or to meet the needs, and the nonprofit sector has really stepped up. It's stepped up nationally, but really in Oregon and in our Portland area too, and where we are. And I think it shows that spirit of our state where we get together, and it's nice that NAO has been in the middle of that, and it makes me proud to be an Oregonian.
Well, yes, I feel the same way. So thank you so much for your time today, Andy.
Yeah, it's great to meet you and spend a little bit of time with you, and thanks for this.